to review with you the proposal we made. We submitted today to Al-Akhdar al-Ibrahimi, and we presented during today's session in the morning. Do you have a copy of it? I think being translated. Okay, you have some rough translation, it looks. I have the Arabic version here. I mean, the title of this paper is Political Transition. This is made, you know, the proposal has about, I think it's 24 items that outline our vision of how we could undertake transition, political transition in Syria, end dictatorship, arrive at a system that is responsive to the people demand, that is accountable to the people. The process that we outlined include such items as, I mean, it begins with the formation of the TGB. We believe strongly that without forming a transitional governing body, we will never be able to implement Geneva. As you remember, this is not the first attempt by the international community to try to solve the crisis in Syria. Probably the most famous of all was the Kofi Annan initiative, which established what is known today as the 6 points. Cessation of hostility, withdrawing of forces to their barracks, lifting siege from cities and towns, allowing humanitarian organizations to move freely in the country, allowing freedom of speech and expression, etc., etc. Now, this didn't work, and Kofi Annan presented his own report that said yes, the regime said yes to this proposal, but in reality it did not implement it. And we, frankly, we believe that a dictator has no guts to transfer power without having a mechanism that will take him off the process. If the dictator is dictating the process, then we believe no democracy, no transition can be had. And so that's why we continue to ask our interlocutors to think seriously about the formation of transitional governing body, which will be chosen through mutual consent. I mean, it will not be imposed. Definitely, what we should have ultimately are personalities who are patriotic, they care about Syria and Syrians, and they are not, controlled or biased by one party or the other. And if we form that, then we can deal with all issues, and we provided some outlines as how we can stop violence, beginning with the state violence, which we believe is the source of all other violence in Syria. How do we ensure that prisoners of conscience are not kept? Yes, if there are criminals, if there are people who committed crimes and crimes against humanity, these have to face justice. We are going to insist on that. But those who have been just kept in prison because they were critical of the government, we don't believe that's their right place. These are patriotic Syrians who want their country to become better, and they don't want to see corruption. Their place is not in the prison. And then this very body will address the other points of Geneva. Unfortunately, the regime wants to take them according to the sequence they think we should follow. Although the first point in Geneva communique is cessation of bombardments and the use of heavy weapons against towns and cities, they have now reinterpreted that item to mean fighting terrorists. And by terrorists, they don't mean ISIS. they mean those who are defending their towns and cities. These are the terrorists. ISIS for the regime, and we have submitted evidence as well. The regime has not entered with any confrontation with ISIS, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. The only people in Syria who fought this terrorist organization are the FSA, the Free Syrian Army. And they suffered a lot of casualties because, ISIS uses the car bombs, and they attack civilian centers like the regime. They are like-minded. I guess that's why they are collaborating. So definitely today we try to be as positive as we can, knowing that the regime has not made its mind to engage seriously in the process. But we'll see. We'll see what will happen. I'll stop here and take your questions.